Okay, so we all know the story, right? The shepherd boy versus the giant. But what if it's way more than just a story? What if it's actually a battle plan? Today, we're going to unlock the secrets of that ancient battlefield to help you win on the battlefield that really matters, the one in your mind.
I mean, think about it for a second. Everyone has that one giant, that one obstacle, that fear, that challenge that just feels impossibly huge. You know the one. It looms over you, casting this long shadow on everything else, and it just whispers that you are way too small to win this thing.
So, what is your giant? Like, for real, let's get specific. Okay, let's dive into this. To figure out how to face our giants, we've got to go back to the Valley of Elah. You've got the entire Israelite army on one side of a hill, the Philistines on the other, and for 40 days, nothing happens. The Israelites are completely and utterly paralyzed by one man.
And that one man is Goliath. This guy is a literal giant, over 9 feet tall, decked out in heavy armor, carrying a spear the size of a telephone pole. And every single day, he walks out and just taunts the entire army, daring anyone to come and fight him.
And this, right here, this is Goliath's real strategy. His greatest weapon wasn't his sword or his spear. Nope, it was fear. He was an absolute master at psychological warfare, winning the battle in his opponent's minds long before anyone even thought about fighting.
And wow, doesn't this sound familiar? The giants we face today, man, they use the exact same tactics. Anxiety doesn't just make you nervous, it taunts you, replaying all your past failures on a loop. Imposter syndrome doesn't just make you doubt yourself, it tries to isolate you with the lie that you're a fraud and you're about to be exposed. They all use fear to paralyze us. So into this whole mess walks this young shepherd kid named David. He volunteers to fight, and the king, Saul, does what any conventional leader would do. He tries to equip David with the world's best solution, his very own royal armor. But David puts it on and he can barely even move. It's way too heavy, it doesn't fit, it's just not him. And in that moment, he realizes this incredibly profound truth. You cannot win your unique battle by wearing someone else's armor or trying to use a strategy that isn't authentic to you. And this just brilliantly illustrates the world's flawed plan for dealing with fear. We see the giant, so what do? We put on the heavy armor of conventional solutions. You know, the fake it till you make it confidence, the strategies that seem to work for other people. But it doesn't fit us. It just weighs us down until we're completely paralyzed. So David rejects the armor. He just takes it right off. And instead of trying to find a better weapon, by the world's standards, he turns to what he already knows. He just walks over to a nearby stream. This is the turning point of the entire story. I mean, if the king's professional, battle-tested armor is totally useless, what on earth is this shepherd boy going to use against a 9-foot-tall warrior? He picks up 5 smooth stones. That's it. That's his arsenal. To everyone watching, it must have looked like a complete joke, like bringing pebbles to a sword fight. But see, David wasn't picking random rocks. He was choosing his authentic weapons. And here is the crucial point. David chose tools that were authentic to him. He'd spent his whole life using a sling to protect his sheep from lions and bears. He had experience with this. So what are your smooth stones? They're your unique gifts, your past victories, your quiet courage, all the strengths you already have. And this brings us right to the climax. David walks out onto that battlefield, not with arrogance in his own skill, but with a confidence that is rooted in something much, much bigger than himself. This is his real battle cry. He's not just talking to a giant, he is declaring his allegiance. He's basically saying, this fight, oh, it's not between you and me. It's between you and my God. The victory was already won in that moment of faith, before that stone even left the sling. And well, we all know what happens next. One stone, perfectly aimed, and a giant falls. But not just backward. He falls face down, as if he's bowing. It's this powerful symbol that every single giant, no matter how tall or terrifying, must ultimately bow to a greater authority. So let's bring this all home. This ancient story isn't just about history. It is a playbook for your life, right here, right now. It's about your battlefield and your victory. We spend so much time staring at our giants, don't we? Measuring their height, cataloging all of their weapons. But David's story teaches us to completely shift our focus. It's not about the size of your giant, it's about the size of who you're fighting with. No, really, I want you to actually name it. Is it a deadline at work? A difficult conversation you've been putting off? Is it that nagging voice of anxiety or self-doubt? Give it a name, because you can't fight what you don't face.
And here's the most encouraging part of this entire thing. David didn't walk out there by himself. He walked out in the name of the Lord Almighty. You do not have to face your giant with only your own strength. The whole point is that you don't have to fight it alone.
So I'm going to leave you with this. Forget about the heavy armor. What is one small, smooth stone, one authentic gift, one brave step forward, one act of faith that you can pick up and use to face your giant this week? Think about it, because that one small stone might be all you need.